मैं नेपाल में हूँ, नेपाल, हाँ गोरखाली नेपाल, मैं नेपाल में हूँ, नया पेरिस्तान लेकिन पुराना जगह भी है, पुराना जगह, शाबाश शाबाश, वाह वाह, नमस्ते, धन्यवाद, पहाड़ी डेविड, बाहर की डेविड नहीं है, पहाड़ी डेविड, शाबाश, बस आराम करोगे, मैं भी आराम करूँगा, हाँ, शाबाश, ये हमारी प्राकृतिक तस्वीर है, प्राकृतिक तस्वीर, दामन, दामन नेपाल, ऐ वाह 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 वाह, है शाबाश, देसी chana, Kabuli chana, वाह 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 वाह, excuse me, I'm 3 minutes late, yes, yes, वाह वाह वाह, है shabash, वाह वाह वाह, I can change the picture you just requested and I'll change the picture, okay? Namaste Desi Chana, Kabuli Chana, wah wah wah, wah wah wah. Divya Dosad. Good, good, good. Nice to see your name again, Divya Dosad. Kya hal hai? Sab theek thak hai? Shabash, shabash. Baal bache sab theek thak hai na? Shabash, wah wah wah. Wah wah wah. Saw your market video today. Oh, good. More people in the videos now, more people. It's not easy for me to mix with people. I'm such a lone wolf. Lone wolf. Oh, oh. But I do like to mix with people. 2 or 3 times a year I can mix with people very easily, Daisy, and on this live stream almost every night also, that's right. Yes, there is a difference between tofu and soya paneer. Tofu is soya bean curd, soya paneer is soya bean paneer, cheese. That's right, that's right. It's possible in its original form, the soya paneer is tastier. You said that, you can eat it just like that. That's right, it's got some masala in it. That's right. How's that? Is that nice? Hey? Huh? Yeah. Holding the picture in his hand. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Hey? Wah. Hey? Wah, wah, wah. Hey? Well, I can believe that, Daisy Johnny. You didn't like the taste of soya paneer. You showed me that in the packet, but you liked the tofu more. That's interesting. Well, the tofu is in its original condition, right? The tofu is in its original condition, plus what you want to put in it, you know? That's right, that's right. This is Daman, Makwanpur, central Nepal. This is my oldest residence in Nepal. I don't own land here, so I'm renting a room with my lovely old friends. They're Nepali Sherpa Tamang. One parent was Sherpa from before. One parent was Sherpa, one parent was Tamang, right? That answers your question, Divya, yeah? 1 week ago, Divya, I left India. In short, my Indian 1-year visa finished, so I left India 1 week before, and now I'm staying in this, for me, the top place in Nepal for 5 months. Divya, maybe you know my background is born in England, but I don't make much connection with Britain, you know. Um, and when I was 11, my family, we went to Australia. So now I just have an Australian passport, you know. That's right, Daisy Chana. There are a lot of different trees here. Um, as you say, Uttarakhand, which has primary trees, pine, deodar, and oak, bhanj. I don't know, is that Hindi or Komani word? Bhanj bhi. Mountain oak. That's right. Don't forget mountain oak. Daman means love, I think, in Urdu or Sanskrit language. Daman means love, if I remember. And I can repeat again that 4 or 5 kilometers above Daman village here, we have, you can call Daman Top. It has a Nepali name. The Nepali name means cold pass. And from Cold Pass, Daman Top, on a clear day, you get a top 10 world famous mountain view from there. You can get a top 10 world famous mountain view from there. And strangely enough, most visitors, and that's from the tower. There's a communication tower on the top of Daman Top. The Nepali name is Simpanjang, which means cold pass. Communication tower on the top, and very few visitors visit there. Very few visitors. Very few. I've visited there many times, and from there you can get on a clear day, like between December to mid-March, you can get a 700 kilometer confirmed 700 kilometer long mountain view. If you look at a map, look at a hard copy map of Nepal, and you measure it, you'll see that it's exactly 700 kilometers long. And even you see, I'm looking to the west now. If I'm looking to the west, then I'm looking to the West Nepal border, and I'm looking towards Uttarakhand. So imagine this, I have seen it sometimes. The highest peak totally inside India, the highest mountain 100% totally inside Indian territory is in Uttarakhand, Nanda Devi Himal. Nanda Devi Himal. And sometimes when it's very clear from Daman Top, the very last peak on the left, the very last peak on the west, you can see the double-headed peak of Nanda Devi Himal in Uttarakhand. The highest mountain totally inside Indian territory. Understand the last point, please. Yeah. Yes, Daisy Chana. David, when you see forest or go to mountains or forests, um, something very, very good happens inside you. You can't explain. Exactly. That's right. That's right. Ha, Ahmad, Ahmad. Salam, namaste to you. Welcome back, Ahmad. Nice to see you again. Your name on the screen. And enjoy this. This is from the Adhikari Hotel, where 2 times a week, like today, I have a very nice fried rice and some bean soup, you know. I come here twice a week, and today was fried rice day. Rama Dimecha. Rama Dimetja. Namaste to you, Indian greeting to you. Namaste, Indian and Nepali greeting to you from the Nepali Himalayas at this time, Rama. And I'm Pahadi David. I call myself Pahadi David because in this part of the world, of course, Pahari means mountain. And in total, coming and going, I've lived in the Himalayas half of my lifetime in total, coming and going. So I call myself Mountain David. My origin originally is Britain, but I don't identify much with Britain. Um, we left there when I was 11, and I lived in Australia for some years. I'm now a retired nurse. I last left Australia 23 years ago, Rama, so you can call me 33% British, but in the background, and 33% Australian in the foreground, and 33% or 34% you can say I'm Pahari because of my long residence in the Himalayas. Thanks, Daisy. Thanks for your nice compliment again. You're saying you find these videos very soothing, very peaceful. हमारी वीडियो पर कोई भौंकना नहीं है, कोई भौंकना नहीं है, कोई रो 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 नहीं है. Like when you watch these South Asian news channels, they're discussing a topic, these South Asian news channels, and you've got the 6 or 9 panels there, all of the political experts, the social experts, the influencers, the influencers, influencers, and they're all barking and shouting at each other, all in their little panel, their little box. So this is very, very different from the barking, shouting news channels. Ah, Harish. Hi, Harish. Harish Sharma, nice to have you back again. Namaste, Swagatam. Nice to see your name again. Very nice. And Hakuna Ashok. Thanks very much, Ashok, for coming again and all for the rest of it. That's excellent, Ashok. Good, good, good. Step by step. Good, good, good. Alfred D'Souza. Namaste to you, Alfred D'Souza from Queensland, Australia. And Australia's been his home for a long time. And nice to see your name again, Alfred. I'm in the other place tonight where I did my first live stream about a week ago from this Adhikari hotel. I call this my fried rice and bean soup hotel. Twice a week I eat here. Today was fried rice and bean soup day. At the end of the meal I had some curd with sugar, which settles the stomach, and I don't feel hungry at night. Desi Chana, very, very good message, this one. Daisy Chana says he stopped watching TV, he stopped watching cricket way back. You mean you're now starting to live a real life, are you, Daisy? You stopped watching TV, you stopped watching cricket way back a long time before, and you're now starting to live a real good quality life without that kutch. No gitch, quonk, quonk, much hard. Hey, halla, 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 halla. In Hindi, halla gula bol sakte? Halla gula? Yeah, because if it's halla gula in Hindi, then it must be hullabaloo in English. Yeah, one of my favorite words in English, hullabaloo, hullabaloo. It sounds like Hindi halla gula. Well, you're on the right track now, Daisy Chana. I watch 20 minutes of world news a day. You know my only source of world news? Don't misunderstand me, but there are two sources. One is BBC News and Al Jazeera. No, I'm not a fan of Al Jazeera. They are a little bit biased, aren't they? Just a little bit biased, Al Jazeera Live News, just a little bit biased. But I watch the Al Jazeera news headlines for 10 minutes. I watch the BBC News headlines for 10 minutes. I never listen to the live talking, just the headlines. And that's it. And then I shut it off. I shut it right off after 20 minutes until tomorrow morning. The rest of the world's news, for me, now I'm only speaking for myself, after 20 minutes, speaking only for me, the rest of the world's news, the rest of the world's events can go to the dogs. Yeah, I'll say it again. After 20 minutes of news headlines every morning, the rest of the world's events, the rest of the news headlines can go to the dogs. I can't speak any more powerfully than that. And now my mind is much freer since many years. I don't have all that what's the name in English? Clutter. I don't have all that clutter and kutch and gitch. I must keep in touch with the latest news. No, that can all go to the dogs until tomorrow morning. Hi CJ Singh, nice to see you again. There's one fly buzzing around my left foot. Get a barb. It'll come back. Anwesha, hi Anwesha, namaste and salam to you. Nice to see your name again, Anwesha. I'm in another location today in Darman. This is the thick natural Darman forest in Makawanpur district, central Nepal. Can you hear some birds singing? The birds are singing. I love my Darman forest. I love my Darman forest. And for sure, every night there will be at least one leopard or occasionally a tiger wandering around on the ground there in this forest. For sure. Law of averages. Law of averages. Yeah, Desi Chana. Now, Desi Chana, who stopped watching TV, Desi Chana from Gurgaon, stopped watching TV and stopped watching cricket many years ago. A very, very wise man. He likes to keep his mind free. No obsession with the world's events. Let the world go to the dogs. But that's only my personal opinion, okay? After 20 minutes of watching news in the morning, let the world go to the dogs. I can't change the world. Why should I worry? Why should I worry? Ah, the problem has come back again, has it, Ashok? All right, I'll look at your email. Aha. I'll look at your email. Was it about that music playing in the background? Please tell me now, was it about the music playing in the background on that market video? No, Anwesha says the view is beautiful and you also don't like the noise of the world. No, it's not easy for one person to change the world. Ooh, why worry too much about the world? We can change our own world for sure. Desi Chana says, David, he never keeps cash in his pocket, just UPI payment. Fair enough. Good, good, good. That's right, Aryan Sharma. AQI, 0. Pure water and unadulterated food. Quiet place with birds chirping. Pure knowledge in the head is the new luxury. That's right. It's a new luxury. For some of us, it's the old luxury, I must say, Aryan. And thanks for coming back tonight. And please stay sometime if you can, yeah? That's good. Good, good, good. What's the problem there, Ashok? You're trying to contact them again and again? Please give me a clue now so I'm not worrying about it during this live stream. Is it about that specific video where unintentionally I included the music playing in the background in the market? Is it that video? Please let me know now, would you? Yeah, but unfortunately, not everybody can have this luxury, Aryan. You know, I'm retired now. Eh? No family. Mera koi parivar ka kach kach gich gich nahi hai. Huh? I can live this lifestyle, but some people are in different positions, you know. Oh, thanks for telling me, Hakuna. I thought maybe January 5th, YouTube sent a warning to your email, but you didn't submit an appeal. That warning falls under the monetization policy, okay? This is an old issue. They know very well, YouTube, that I hate discussing this on this public platform, but never mind. I just wanted to clear my mind, you know. Um, YouTube know very well that I'm not yet monetized, Hakuna, Ashok. Oh, don't worry, Daisy. I've been talking with trees for years. I've been talking with trees for years. Oh, look, Ashok. Tonight I'll send a message to my manager. We have a small team, manager, editor, and myself. I'll send a message to my manager tonight, and he will take over this, okay? He will take over this now. Don't you touch it anymore for the time being. January the 5th. I see. Good, good, good. All right, I can remember that. It's an old issue, Gus. I get it. It's an old issue. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, thanks for that. That's enough of that on this public platform. Thanks, Ashok. Thank you. Um, Ashok, please do one thing so I don't forget now. Would you please send me a short email saying January the 5th, 2026, and just a couple of more lines on what the issue is about? Would you do that so I don't forget? And I'll send that message to our manager tonight, yeah? Hi, Taco. Now, Daisy, I've been talking with trees for years, but when no other person is around, you know? Yeah, when no other people are around. Um, I don't want them to think I've got a split mind. And when nobody's around, even I can hug the trees. I can put my arms right around them. Oh, yes. Hi, Taco. Nice to see you again. And you've been very quiet in the last couple of nights, Taco. Very quiet. The world is at your feet. The world is at your feet, Taco. And the world includes this live stream to express yourself in any way you like. Ashok says, okay, David, my brother, you know I have solved all of your warnings with my supporters. They supported you. Yeah, I know I've got great support. Thank you. Thank you. You're enjoying the window view, are you? Yeah, this is the thick forest all around Daman here, Daman in central Nepal, 75 kilometers south of the capital Kathmandu. This is on a road, the Western Road, going directly from Kathmandu to the Bihar Indian border. This road was built about 70 years ago by the Indian government as a sort of a donation to Nepal to have some sort of direct road from Kathmandu to the Indian border. There is a shorter road on the eastern side. It goes more directly south of Kathmandu to the same place on the Bihar Indian border called Birganj. You cross over the border and then you're in the town of Rakshal in Motihari. I don't recommend anybody visits Rakshal in Motihari. Huge Nagarpalika neglect there. Huge. All right then. Yeah, and Taco, especially since 13 years, I've been coming and going repeatedly to this small village, Daman. Daman means, if I remember, Daman means love in Urdu or Sanskrit. That's right, Aryan. Yeah, there's a lot of truth in what you say. Aryan Sharma says it is the true luxury to live totally with nature in very, very small places without the koch and gitch of the what some people call the rat race in cities, the rat race. Yeah, describing the life which humans live. Yeah. And well, Aryan, a lot of it is survival. A lot of the life in cities is about survival, isn't it? Enjoying facilities. Um, Aryan says it's the true luxury to live with nature, but most people take decades to reach this conclusion. For them, the goal in young life, the goal target when we are young, is concentration of maximum resources, and money is the goal in order to get women. That's why they live in cities. All right, well, you lovely viewers can read that message and make your own conclusions on it, yeah? Dr. Jaivir, hi, Jai Shri Ram Ji ki, Jai Shri Ram, Namaste. Kya haal hai, Jaivir? Kya haal hai? Sab theek thaak hai? Shabash, wah, wah, wah. ओ जयवीर जी क्या डॉक्टर जयवीर आप अब तक क्या आप अब तक पंजाब में हो? Yeah, thick, lush greenery outside. Ah, well, you see, Thakur, Korsani is a very, very popular tourist destination, so much of the greenery around Corsani town has been cut down, right? Much of the greenery has been cut down over the years. And Corsani is just 6,000 feet. So this place, Darman, is 8,000 feet, Tarkur. So a little wilder, and again, a little more remote place, you can say, than Corsani. Uh, and this is the result that you see, you know. The population of Corsani is bigger than here in Darman. It is bigger. It is bigger, yes. You can be sure at night there'll always be at least one big cat wandering around this area, looking for some animals, and yeah, there'll always be every night one in this area. One, occasionally tigers, but more often leopards. You know, because in Asia, uh, tigers are outnumbered by leopards about 8 to 1. If you've got one tiger, you've got about 8 or 9 leopards, you know? That's right, Daisy. Daisy's talking to Aryan Sharma. Aryan is a young guy, just 21, studying law. Is that right, Aryan? And Daisy is reminding you, Aryan, that it is necessary to have some constant source of income, economic security, and that's why many people do live in big cities and big towns, not just to get rich and to chase women. So, Aryan, there is this other essential survival thing too to it, you know? Thanks, Ashok. No, I did ask you. I did ask you. I opened the door today on this subject, and it's my small lack of judgment on it. I should not have asked you. That was all my small lack of judgment. And yeah, now we can talk on just by email about it all. That's right. Yeah, I thought that was an old matter, January the 5th. I thought it was an old matter, but no, that was my small mistake there, you know? Yes, JV, you're in Chandigarh there, yeah. Are you having some tandoori murgi there tonight, ande bhujia? Good, good, good. Well, Thakur's offering another. Thakur often offers and delivers some very, very interesting philosophical points. And listen to this one. Thakur says, "How would you design the rules of a society where you can make anybody poor, rich, or weak, or powerful? But the condition is for that you can't decide for yourself your own condition." Mm. And then he adds, would that make it more just? Would that make it more just? Very interesting. And then Aryan saying, Daisy Chunny, yes, but most people, about living in cities and getting wealth and all that. Daisy Chunny, yes, but most people get married, which is good. It's not good for the world's population, Aryan. I'll repeat that. I'm adding my own thoughts, don't mind, Aryan. Uh, most people get married, which is good, but not good for the world's huge population. That's mine. And get bound by responsibilities and have to live in cities, eventually becoming dependent on children in the Indian context and other contexts around the world too. That's right. Then Aryan continues, in Japan, many villages, which are much more planned than many Indian cities, are becoming ghost cities, empty, and people are migrating to cities. Ah, yes, 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 yes. Then Desi Chana, with his great lot of knowledge, says, Aryan, marriage is also important, but sometimes being unmarried can make you crazy. Ha ha. Desi Chana says, everyone can't handle being unmarried. In other words, Desi Chana is saying, not everybody can handle being unmarried. Not everyone can handle being single. That's right. Oh, thanks, Ashok. Palung Bajar is so colourful. Yeah, and actually, there are more colourful markets in Nepal also. Yes, yeah. You see, on the one level we can talk about, one level we can talk about generally, only generally what's best for society, and then opposing that is what I feel is best for me. Am I right? On the one level, what's best for society? General rules, general regulations, laws. We must have laws. Hopefully the laws are just for everybody. And then there comes into, what do I need as an individual? What do I need? And this subject has worried some thinking people for thousands of years, you know. Am I right? What do you people think about that? Hey, Pat in Queensland, Australia. Are you here tonight there, just sitting back there in your nice warm bed, the heater, first month of winter? No, second month of winter there in Australia. Are you sitting back there, Pat, Patricia, in your nice warm bed, the heater on, a cup of cocoa, hot chocolate there in your hand, and just listening and looking, but you're not messaging? Now, Desi Chana says Indians don't need visas living in Nepal, but if the stay of an Indian person is more than 6 months, then it's required to inform the local authorities. Yeah, they have to register. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's right. Ah, you added the colour, Shug. That's right. You said something today about Panasonic colour system or something. Panasonic colour system. I must look at those tomorrow. Thank you for that. Aryan Sharma says, Daisy, you prove my point. Most people can't live without women. Now, you're stating that, Aryan, from the point of view of the male, aren't you? What about if a person is a woman, if a person is a woman and can't live without women, then so most people choose to live in cities no matter how awful it is. Daisy Chana says, oh, Ashok, thanks for that upside down. I've got a question to ask you. I'm trying to keep up on all of these things while doing other things at the same time, like watching highlights of World Cup football matches and eating and walking and sleeping. And I'll come back just 1 minute, please, Ashok. Daisy Chana says, David, peace is different for everyone. Being married is a different point, and living with mindfulness and with nature is a different point. You can have both. Yeah, everybody, read Daisy Chana's, Kabuli Chana's message there, yeah? Now, Ashok, you said today you managed to fix up that upside down video. It's been corrected now. Can you... Another person's mentioning to me today, David, what about the sideways video? What about the sideways video, Ashok? You know my channel quite well now. Is there also another wrongly uploaded sideways video? Is there another one? Or were they referring sideways and upside down as the same thing? Ashok Hakuna says, Karch magic, Karch. In the north here, Ashok, when we see Karch, it looks like Kutch, Gitch. But you told me Karch is from some Vicks vapor rub ad in South or Central India. Karch. Excuse me if I exaggerated that. Am I right? There's Kutch in the north, and in the centre and south of India it becomes Karch. Different meaning, is that right? Daisy Chana says, if you follow a path as followed by others, you will be in trouble. So, Daisy Chana, if I followed the path of Nelson Mandela or the path of Mahatma Gandhi, would I be in trouble? Hey, answer that one. Choose your own peace path. Oh, yes. Now, I've got my socks on and no flies can buzz around my feet. Not many mosquitoes at the moment. Maybe when the monsoon becomes more advanced, there'll be more mosquitoes here. Oh, that's better. That's right, Ashok. There were only two videos today. One 6 minutes long, one 8 minutes long. Palung Bajar, 10 kilometres down below Darman. You edited two videos this morning. Both ended up upside down. I see. Those two videos, Ashok, both ended upside down. Any mistake of mine, any shortcoming or mistake of mine in uploading them today? It's important, that question, Ashok. Please let me know, yeah? Now, I know about your health. That's right, yeah. Hi, Pat. How are you? Patricia, nice to see you. We're from the Fried Rice Hotel today. We're from the Fried Rice. I eat here twice a week. Fried rice with garlic. For me, there's no life without garlic, you know. Fried rice with bean soup, you know. Hey Pat, can I ask you? I asked you on our other way of communicating too. Sometimes I forget things in English. I've lived over here a long time, Pat. As you can see, my English is still not bad, but um, in Australia, when you're talking about beans like chickpeas, for example, um, do you in Australia and do you call those gram beans? Grams, GRAM? I can't remember that. Sometimes over here people ask me this question, but I can't answer it, you know. I just say, oh, if you like, you can look on Google. Just Google it and you'll get the answer, you know. And I nod my head and they're happy, yeah. Nice to see you again, Pat. It must be like about exactly the halfway through winter now, yeah? Towards middle July. Yeah, I thought of wearing it again today so I'd feel better. And live streaming's rocking and rolling at the moment in these Wi-Fi Wi-Fi zones. So I thought, let's rejuvenate this, you know. Daisy Chana, words of wisdom. David, everyone is unique. No common rule is applied to everyone. Send this message very loudly into the big wide world, Daisy Chana. Please send this same message in all of the world's languages. Send it out worldwide, 24 hours a day. Please, that's your responsibility to do that. It's true, it's very true. But at the same time, some people find security and comfort in conforming, don't they, Daisy? Daisy Chana, there is a shadow mind inside us. It has all the suppressed desires inside. Once again, there is a shadow mind. Shadow or shallow? Are. There is a shadow mind inside us. It has all the suppressed desires inside, all locked up very tightly. And sometimes when we dream, we get access to that hidden world, don't we? Oh, thank you, Ashok. Why is this happening? Please tell me exactly, what am I doing wrong? Or is it my old phone? Why again today two videos were uploaded upside down? Please tell me, internet guru, technological guru, or Starji, please tell me, Ashok. The more we suppress the shadow mind, the larger it grows. Are you a fan of Daisy Chana? Are you a fan of Sigmund Freud and Carl Jung? That's right, Pat. Over here, there is a family of gram beans. In the front are the chickpeas and similar shaped red gram beans. That's exactly Desi Chana's new ID. Desi Chana means the Indian red beans. I never saw them in Australia before. And that variety also comes in a black colour. And also, Pat, if I'm right, the gram bean family includes mung beans, mung beans. You Indians know them as mung ki dal, but in England, mung ki dal, yellow one, green one, yeah? But in Western countries we call mung, M-U-N-G, that's right. Yes, Pat, chickpeas are grams. No, Daisy Chana, please don't stop. Don't stop preaching psychology. This is what this live stream need. Put your hand down, David. Um, this is what this live stream needs. It needs more psychology and human analysis, Daisy. Otherwise, we will just continue to be talking about how are you, how's the weather, how are the kids, how are the kids going at school, did they see any exam cheats today in the exam? How's the weather there? How's the old lady? Is she still cooking you a nice rice meal every day? We need deeper subjects, Stacey. Don't stop, please. I was just having a little bit of fun with you. You like to have a bit of fun with me sometimes, Daisy Chana. So I was just having a bit of fun with you, you know? That's right, Arian. This is what Carl Jung and Sigmund Freud said. We should not suppress the subconscious urges, but find a way to express them in a way which is functional and socially acceptable. I added that. Balance with work. That's right. Yeah, thanks, Ashok. You're travelling at the moment. That's okay. Good, good, good. Yes, there must be a reason why the upside down video has now occurred 3 times. Ashok, if you can hear this at the moment, you're travelling. One person, one knowledgeable person did say, David, stop doing horizontal videos and only do vertical videos. But I understand that vertical videos are basically for short videos. I was following that rule. But my advisor there did say, David, start making vertical videos now. Most people have switched over to vertical angle, you know. That's right, Daisy. Carl Jung. Well, that's right, Daisy Chana. Sigmund Freud was more of a sexologist, an absolute specialist on the subject, an absolute specialist. And why not? When people specialize on a subject in the right way, it gives much more insight into that specialized for the benefit of the world, right? Yeah, Carl Jung was more of had a wider vision, but I don't criticize either. No. Yeah, some people don't like Sigmund Freud's messages, do they? All right, now as usual, if anybody's watching this live stream in their but I never get any responses to this. Anyhow, every night I'll say the same thing. If anybody's watching this live stream, these live streams, and learning English from this medium, if you need any help in English, just send messages to me. David, please explain this grammar problem. David, what's the correct spelling of? What's the correct pronunciation of this word? Just if you're learning English with me here, just send a text and I'll answer any question you like on the English language, okay? Now, Arian is saying, each desire should neither be expressed or suppressed. Each desire should neither be expressed nor suppressed. Those desires that are sattvic, that helps the soul to be free, should be expressed. And those desires that are rajasic, tamasic, that binds the soul, should be terminated. Yeah, that's very, very clever. Very clever. Yeah. Yeah, that's very interesting, Arya, very interesting. Yeah, and you put it very clearly and simply, you know. Hey, Daisy, sometimes I'm thinking tonight that Aryan Sharma is a reincarnation of Zarathustra, explaining these great truths, but in easily understandable language for everybody. Maybe Aryan Sharma is a Zara. Excuse me, Aryan, I know you're probably not, but talking in much more accessible English language, you know. J.C. Chana says, all psychologists, meditation, religion, work, psychologies, meditations, religions work on uniting consciousness with the subconscious mind. Yeah, that's interesting. It could be achieved by emptying the consciousness, yeah. Emptying the bucket. Throw the bucket onto the ground. Make a new start. Miraj Bhai, David Bhai, Assalamu alaikum. Walaikum salam. All is well. Thanks, Miraj Bhai. Coming back after some time. Nice to see your name, Miraj Bhai. And how are you? Where are you these days? Since 1 week, Miraj, I've been back here in central Nepal, my oldest, loveliest residence in Nepal. Cheers. Who needs alcohol when you can drink such a beautiful substance like this? Who needs alcohol? Miraj Bhai is saying, David, your voice is low. Daisy Chana, how's the volume of my voice? How's the volume of my voice on your devices? I'm just closing one window. It's a little bit cool. Because we're here at 8,000 feet, so night time it gets a little cool, you know? What's upstairs? Is this the store or something?
Store or God room.
Oh, it's the temple. Oh, I see. Oh, I see, Mehraj Bhai. You've completed your PhD now, so it's been a while since you've been here on live stream. I see. Well done. Well done. And everybody, please send a message of congratulations to Mehraj Bhai, who's completed the PhD. Excellent. Mehraj Bhai, this sometimes happens that one viewer, one or two viewers need to adjust their device to get the full volume. Normally, there's no mistake on my side, you know? Thanks, Stacey Chana. Same as usual, audible 9 out of 10. Beautiful. Good, good, good. Daisy Chana. David, my knowledge is finished. I have only read that much. Ha. That's all right. Don't read too much, Daisy Chana. Don't read too much, please. Believe me. I'm senior to you. If you read too many books, too much knowledge in the mind, too many words, ideas, thoughts, too much kach and gitch. Personally, I didn't read a book since about 30 years before. Wow. That's nice, Mehraj. Wow, I think you must be greatly relieved now, are you, Mehraj? Greatly relieved that you have that that big piece of paper, that degree in your pocket? Huh? Wow. What about work now, Mehraj? Now, Aryan is saying, hi, Pat, have you gone to sleep early tonight or something? Aryan, I'm just a normal soul that came to this earth based on the karma, actions, and sanskars, mental impressions of previous life. Aryan says, I'm just a normal soul that came to this earth based on the karma, actions, and sanskars, mental impressions of previous lives, and will go to somewhere, different country, planet, star, based on those two subjects. Wow. Yeah, the Hindu ideology is very, very old, isn't it? Very, very old, very deep. And one thing I like about the Hindu ideology, it's very open-minded, isn't it? Very open-minded. The Hindu ideology doesn't say, this is it, everything is in this book. Hindu ideology doesn't say that, does it? It does not say, this is it, everything in this holy book, that's it. There is no more. What I mean is, many years ago in English, I read the Bhagavad Gita, and I remember the last word in English, and the last words in the Bhagavad Gita are in Sanskrit, neti, neti. Not all this, not all this. In other words, there is much more. There is much more. Ah, there is much more. And I like that very, very much, because this is opposed to a holy book, or let us say two very, very popular holy books which say everything you need to know is in this book. Everything you need to know is in here. You can understand what I'm saying, can't you? Daisy's asking Aryan Sharma, can you read birth charts? Aryan, can you read birth charts? Hi, Denny. Hi, Denny. Indian greeting, namaste, or Indian and Nepali greeting, namaste and swagatam to you. Welcome to this live stream. And thanks for coming, Denny, for the first time. I call myself Pahadi David. My real name is David Alexander, but I've lived coming and going for long periods. I've lived half of my life in the Himalayas, so I call myself Pahadi David. Pahari means mountain, you see. And currently, Denny, last week my 1-year Indian visa finished, so I'm here back in Nepal now for 5 months in this lovely place, one of the world's greatest hill resorts, called Daman, D-A-M-A-N, Daman, in central Nepal, south of Kathmandu. Welcome, Denny, and please send us some messages. Tell us about yourself. Where are you living? What languages do they speak there? Any famous landmarks in your area like that? Mehraj says, the book will also be published after some time. It's currently being proposed to the working committee. I see. Aryan saying to Daisy Chana, no, he doesn't read birth charts. Oh, Pat, um, um, yeah, you like listening. No, fair enough. That's your choice. Well, that was the evening puja. Puja means prayer time. Puja, prayer time. At the end of the prayer, they ring the bell like a handbell, like that. You know. Pat, the Hindu and religious, the Hindu and Buddhist ideologies are still very, very much alive after thousands of years. These ideologies are more linked with people's lifestyles, Pat. The Buddhist and Hindu ideologies are more linked with these people's lifestyles. Not just once a week going to pray, not just once a week going to pray, but more an everyday linkage, you know, in their lives. And these two ideologies, Buddhism and Hinduism, are rather scientifically based also, scientifically based. So people over here do insist, if we use the word religion, they often say, oh, not just religion, lifestyle, ideology, lifestyle. Yeah, put the hand down, David, you're going to blur the picture. Oh, Pat, is it right you told me that on Wi-Fi there's no blurring of the picture when people are moving, is that right? Daisy's saying very nicely to Arian, who's just 21, Arian, you are more intellectual, getting more intellectual with age. We can learn many things from you. Yeah, it's nice to have Arian on the program. Arian says, thanks, Daisy, that's very generous. Yeah. Arian, Daisy, there are so many things we can share with each other in this life. So many things, different levels of things we can share with each other. When people know that sharing philosophy, it's very nice, isn't it? Some people know how to share and some people never learn. Mehraj Bhai was saying he or she did a lot of research on Article 311. The major was public administration, I see. Mehraj Bhai saying currently his or her research work is proposed at the block level. That's right, Daisy Chana. The best thing about Hindu ideology is that there are many gods and goddesses. You choose what you want to choose. The theory about God is not forced upon you. Oh, let me read this again 3 times, Daisy Chana. Thank you for that. Unlike some, I'll add my words also, Daisy, you won't mind, huh? Unlike some other ideologies, theories of God are not forced on you. Unlike some other ideologies, theories about God are not forced upon one. Hi, Kathy. Well, you've just joined at an interesting stage here. We're just talking about a very, very big difference between Eastern religions and Western religions. maybe you're not interested, but we talk on all subjects here, Kathy, without fear. And nice to see your name again, Kathy. I just left northern India a week ago, and I'm back here in my loveliest, oldest, most favourite refuge home in Nepal, central Nepal, 75 kilometres south of Kathmandu. Notice I say Kathmandu and not Kathmandu. And the name of the place, Kathy, is Daman, Daman. And you other visitors, you other viewers, excuse me, you may like to welcome Kathy. She's a lady from born in the US with direct British ancestors, and um, she is very proud of her British background, very proud of her British background, Christian background. And maybe you'd like just to welcome Kathy Anderson from California, USA. Yeah, Pat. Excuse me, Kathy from California. My 1 year stay in India finished last week, so I'm now again going to stay outside of India continuously for 1 year, so that in the first week of July 2027, I can go back into India and stay there again continuously for 1 year. This is all about Indian visa regulations, you know? Aryan Sharma says calling it in Hindu ideology is somewhat wrong. Fair enough. Uh, it's a Hindu term given by Arabic invaders. Because they couldn't pronounce Sindhu. Sindhu. What we refer as Hindu is essentially Vedic ideology based on four Vedas. I see. I'm fine, thanks, Kathy. Namaste to you and Swagatam. Swagatam means welcome back to you, Swagatam. And I'm fine, thanks. I'm living since several years when I'm in Nepal. I only live here in Daman now. Kathy, I first stayed here for 1 year in the middle of a snowy winter 40 years ago. It was then a very, very simple place. There were two places selling rice and beans, and basically the same beans every day. There were virtually no shops here. That was 1980-85. But the locals helped me to survive. They had very, very nourishing Himalayan millet bread. Oh yeah, I can't live without my millet bread, Kathy, and or millet biscuits like that, and buckwheat, corn, and every day after breakfast, after like a corn or millet breakfast, Kathy, I used to walk. I had a lot of protection gear in those days. I could carry a bag of 25, 30 kilos with me, ready for all seasons. Now I don't do that. And I'd walk 4 kilometres up the road, a rough road in those days it was, not sealed, to the top of Darman, where on a clear day I used to enjoy, Kathy, one of the world's top 10 mountain views. And I've seen a lot of mountain views, and you can believe my judgment. A view where you can see all of the Nepali snow peaks, a view from the communication tower, Pat, excuse me, Kathy, where from the communication tower, Kathy, above the tree line, just above Darman, 9,000 feet, where you can see 9 of the world's 14 major peaks. Can you imagine that? A place where you can see 9 of the 14 world's major peaks. A pretty amazing place. And incredibly, very few visitors here visit the top, can you believe? Very few people. But that has its advantages. And it's a very spiritual place too, Kathy, sitting on top of the tower or halfway up the tower, and with your flask of hot coffee or tea, something to munch on, pair of binoculars, you know. Um, the name of that super top above Daman here is called, in Nepali they call Cold Pass. Cold Pass. So, Kathy, what are you doing these days? Are you still working? Are you retired? Kathy Anderson from California. Please, other people, please send a nice welcome back to Kathy if you would, yeah? Now, we got some more messages here. Ah, Kathy. Now, Desi Chana, medical area from northern India, could give you some idea here. Kathy, I'll tell you quite honestly and simply about India. Some people, when they first come to India, are absolutely amazed at the culture. Other people are absolutely horrified. I'll explain that, Kathy, because India now has the biggest mega population on the planet. Get this, Kathy, because India has the biggest population on the planet. You see here, side by side, 24 hours a day, the very, very, very best of what humanity has to offer in India. And side by side, you definitely see the very, very worst. I'm a little bit notorious for speaking up very, very frankly and directly on this live stream. So don't be surprised. So be prepared for the very, very best, Kathy, and be prepared for the very, very worst also. You'll see it all. And Kathy, what I'm getting at is, for various reasons, when the visitor comes to India, don't wear too much jewelry, don't to be flashing too much any big expensive iPhone and stuff like that. Don't mind, but the more flashy you look, the richer you look, the more you'll get overcharged, Kathy, okay? And also, Kathy, don't be thanking everybody too much for everything, because the more the visitor thanks people for a service, they will definitely try to rip you off more. Kathy, there are basically three levels of costs here. One level is for local Indians living in that place, the cost that they pay for something, which is the correct cost. Then the second level of cost, we're talking about rip-offs now. We're talking directly about cheating. The second level is where Indians giving this or that service charge extra for fellow Indians coming from outside that area. And the third level, obviously, is for foreign visitors. But not all Indians will cheat you. Not all Indians will cheat you, but a good number certainly will. And unfortunately, also, Kathy, in South Asia, they have a marketplace bargaining system where there are not fixed prices. Things like milk, sugar, beans, coffee, toffee, rice, soap, toothpaste, all have fixed prices. But other things like cloth, shirts, pants, oof, you can't believe me. You can't believe how some greedy rip-off merchants stretch those prices. You can't believe. And you can only avoid getting ripped off if you know what the real price is. Kathy, $100 isn't going to be enough for you. If you stay in a very, very nice hotel with all the facilities, you might spend $100 a night just on the hotel. Think about $250 US a day. That's more realistic. You want to be traveling comfortably, I think, comfortably, not low budget and not like a queen, right? Medium budget. 200 $200 a day should be enough, you know? And lastly, Kathy, I know I'm not patronising you, Kathy, telling you these details, but you may well have travelled before. If you're a lucky person, you travelled before sometimes out of the States, but um, the general rule when you want to buy an article, some pants, shirt, material, sari, whatever, the general rule is so you won't get ripped off too badly. If they say a certain price, cut it by 50% and then work up and then make a compromise bargain value. Cut about 50% off the price. Some people will give you very, very good deals in India. Some people are honest, they'll give you very good deals, exactly the local price or close to it. Everybody's surviving. Other people have absolutely no shame, Kathy. They have absolutely no shame. So much so that if their mother or father came into their business to buy something, they would rip them off. They would cheat them also. So you've got basically two types of people as far as business deals go. Any other advice, Kathy? Ask myself, ask Ari, and ask Daisy Chana. They know everything about everything. Yeah, Daisy Chana, $100 a day these days is not enough. It's not enough, not enough. You could spend most or all of that on a hotel room, on a nice comfortable hotel, 2 rooms. And Kathy, you may decide not to come in the monsoon season. You may just decide not to come in the monsoon season. In other words, come after, come after October the 1st, October the 5th. By about the end of the first week of October, allowing for climate change, the monsoon is always over by then. Aryan Sharma says, Vedic knowledge is not books, but the knowledge revealed to four sages by the Ishwar. Now we're getting interesting here. Aryan says, this knowledge transfer happened. Oh, this knowledge happened in Aryan's presentation. This knowledge happened, I don't know, about 1 trillion years ago in the state of Samadhi. Yeah. Samadhi being a state of high yoga, yeah? 1 trillion years ago, that's interesting. Aryan, I'm a little bit confused about this. You say this knowledge transfer happened like, I don't know, 1 billion or 1 trillion years ago. As I understand it, I'm not an expert, Aryan, but as I understand it, mankind has only been on this planet 200,000 or 300,000 years. So how can you say that? Sonpari, Ram Ram Chiki, Namaste Sonpari, how are you? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Kathy Anderson saying, now, Daisy Chana, please give me some help on this. Kathy Anderson, could you reassure me that I will be safe and welcome during my stay? No, I can't give you 100% reassurance on your safety and a great welcome here. There are bad people everywhere, but by and large, you will be very much welcomed and you can feel safe. And one thing, Kathy, believe me, um, do not even think about carrying any valuables, money, cash, bank cards, passport, anything outside of your body. Do not even think about it, because you could go to sleep for 5 minutes on a night bus, a night train, and you might just wake up and you've lost it all, you know? Do not even think about it. And Kathy, my best advice to you, do you call in the States a fanny bag, a fanny pack, where you've got that zip up thing and you carry it? Some people carry these security bags actually outside of their clothes. Or best is under the clothes. Kathy, don't even get that. Get into just go to a tailor and get like about that size, a security pocket sewn inside your skirts. You've got a couple of skirts, a couple of pairs of long pants, shorts even, in 4 or 5 items, pants, skirts. Get a security packet sewn into them, just to the left or just to the right of your belly. The security pocket, of course, is sewn onto those pants, skirts, okay? They're completely hidden, little bit baggy. That's the best way to carry these things. So if you're on a night bus or night train at night and you do go to sleep, you're just sitting here like this, your hands and arms are folded across your belly, and you can feel pretty secure. India's not like Colombia in South America, where the cunning thieves will use razor blades. That's usually not the system here. Just follow that advice, Kathy, and just feel relaxed, you know. Also feel free to check out every kitchen where you eat. Check out every kitchen before you eat. Only drink bottled water. Kathy, Aquafina, one of the world's best, purest bottled waters, is freely available in most places where you will go. Aquafina, drink that. Don't drink the Kinley brand, which is Coca-Cola. Aquafina, I think Aquafina is a Pepsi-Cola brand. Anything else you need to know, let us know. Ask me now. But all those valuables, cash, bank card, document, passport, all that is under your clothing in these security pockets, say a minimum of about 9 inches by 5 inches wide. That's the ideal size. Go to the tailors before you go and just follow my suggestions about that, yeah? The biggest danger to you in South Asia, and I say South Asia, Nepal, India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, is getting ripped off by greedy, corrupt business people. Ripped off, that's your biggest danger. Thanks for liking, Sompari. JC Chunna's giving some good advice here, Kathy. He's saying, if you're coming for the first time here, visit the Northeast or go to South India. Yeah, you should go to South India. South India has a rather different culture compared with the North. I won't go into the intricacies here, Kathy. You could look on Google, but you should visit. And my only other suggestion is this, Kathy. Go to all the much visited tourist places. Go to them. Go to them if you like. Go to Delhi. Go to Jaipur, Rajasthan. Go to Agra and all the other much visited tourist places. Or don't go to them. Be more independently minded. You'll still be able to stay comfortably in places away from the much visited tourist places, much visited. See, in the much visited tourist places, you are less of a human being and more of a tourist item. Dollar sign. They see the dollar signs in the eyes, you see, in South Asia. If you move away from these main tourist attractions, still feel safe. You can get guides, you can get a female guide, and you'll see the more authentic India. The authentic India is not so much in the big tourist spots in Delhi, Agra, Rajasthan, Jaipur, and Varanasi and that. The real India, believe me, is not in those big cities. The real India is found outside of the big cities. And if you can, do definitely visit the Himalayas also. Go to South India. Kathy, there's a lovely hill station. I lived there for 3 months many years ago, South India, called Kodai Kanal. Got a pen and paper? Kodai Kanal, 7,000 feet. You'd love that place. And don't just let people take you to the biggest hotel. Go to small and medium-sized hotels also. Go to homestays. Go to homestays, you know. That South Indian hill station is called Kodai Kanal, Kathy. Kodai Kanal. Kanal. Kodai Kanal. I'm fine, thanks, Sompari. I'm fine, thank you. How are you? Are you keeping fine? Are you healthy? Namaste to you, Swagatam. Yeah, Pat, this is where I would differ with you, Pat. You found that organised tours are also interesting when travelling. Don't mind, Pat, we're great friends since 50 years. To me, organised tours are safe and secure. Wow, safe and secure, why not? Especially in a strange country. But for me, Pat, and don't mind, for me, organised tours are the least interesting and the least authentic. This is the difference between a traveller and a tourist, you know? Now, Kathy, from the USA, first visit to India planned. Chanakya saying visit Kerala during the monsoon. Yeah, you may choose to, you may not. The intensity of monsoons do vary from year to year, Kathy. They can be horrifically dangerous monsoons, or they may be light or medium intensity. It just depends, you know. Well, Daisy, Kathy doesn't need so many answers for a question. I, Kathy, are you appreciating my answers? Am I giving you too much information, Kathy? Yes, no? We talk honestly and directly on this live stream. Kathy, am I giving you too much information? For me, I'm just giving you the basics. For me, I'm just giving you the simple basics. Yes, Daisy, uh, Kathy does suddenly leave the live stream sometimes to go and pick her kids up from school. Anyhow, my information is not useless. There may be other people listening to this live stream who got some little benefit from my information about first time visits to India, you know. Yeah, Daisy Chana, people react in different ways. People react in different ways. Let them react as they react, you know. Now, Aryan saying, talking in some deep detail about through the tradition of Shruti, passing on knowledge generation to generation, the sapling of every other science, astronomy, languages, medical sciences got nurtured and then changed from oral to written knowledge. That's right. Here we go again, all this book knowledge, book knowledge. Chanakya is saying it's 7 sages that are in, represent 7 chakras of humans. Ano, Bhadra, Kratavo, Yantu, Visvata, Rigveda. Let noble thoughts come to us from all directions. Wow, wow, wow. Let noble thoughts come to us from all directions. Beautiful. Aryan Sharma insists that it's that knowledge from the state of samadhi was passed on 1,960,853,127 years ago. This is the time since human arrival on this planet. Well, that's interesting, Aryan. You're sticking to your story. I'm sticking to my story. As I understand it, human beings in their present form, so-called Homo sapiens, wise humans, arrived here about from Africa about 200,000 or 300,000 years ago. So how does the scientific knowledge agree with your, well, you know what I'm saying, Aryan. How does the scientifically proved knowledge of when humans arrived on the planet, how does that agree with your huge number of 1 billion, etc.? Daisy Chana is also asking the same question. Daisy Chana is still asking you the same question, Aryan. Yeah, Chanakya, many Indians do drink Bisleri brand water. Kathy Anderson has just left without announcing that she's left. But sometimes Kathy from California does suddenly leave this live stream to pick up her kids from school. She's told me that before, and she excused herself also, you know. Oh, Aryan Sharma, definitely it's true what you say. Deep topics need elaborate face-to-face discussion backed by evidence. So, Aryan, where is your evidence that humans arrived on this planet? Excuse me, Aryan, at least 1 billion years ago. Where is your evidence for that? Shashank King. I'm fine, thanks, Shashank. Namaste to you. Namaste to you. And Swagatam Fir. Aap kaise ho? Sab theek thak hai? Shabash. Shashank insists that the real India is in the Himalayas, in Kashmir, northeast, Lakshadweep, Andamans. All right then, we respect that. Anita Mehra. Hi, Anita. Namaste from to you. You're in Uttarakhand, Shera Ghat Ki Maharani. Namaste, Kathy Ki Huneen. Anita, ki hunin sab tik tak chu, Mijaj Bali, Mijaj, Tumra Tabiet, Swasta Kosharo, sab tik tak chu. Hey, good job. Wow, wow, wow. Namaste, namaste. Parul Sharma, Parul Sharma. No, Parul, I'm not Jesus Christ. I'm not Jesus Christ. He actually died 2026 years. He died 2000 years ago. I'm not actually Mr. Jesus. I am a white man, a little bit pink color. And yes, Parul, I have lived in the mountains, in the Paharan, many years in the Himalayas, India and Nepal. So I call myself Parul. I call myself Pahadi David, Mountain David. Yeah, how are you? Up say ho. Sab tik tak hai? Shabash. Khana khalia? Shabash. Wow, wow, wow. Desi Chana. Now, an Aryan Sharma is faced with a little problem at the moment. Aryan Sharma, who believes in these facts that human beings came to this planet 1 billion years ago, is now being questioned closely by us about these facts because, once again, to repeat myself, science shows that the first humans, Homo sapiens, the so-called wise human, emerged from Africa, the first humans about 300,000 years ago. So, hi Pat, is it getting a bit deep for you? All right, go to sleep, have a nice sleep. Yeah, it's a deep subject, isn't it? It's a deep subject. Pat, before you go, there's one very famous holy book. There's one very famous holy book which many people believe in. And the first words of that holy book are, this earth, this planet Earth was created 6,000 years ago. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? All right, Pat, have a nice sleep. And see you tomorrow night, yeah? All right. Aryan Sharma. You're not Zara, are you, Aryan Sharma? Are you actually Zara, Zarathustra from Mumbai in disguise? I have a little suspicion that Zara has returned in the last 2 or 3 nights to this live stream under the disguise of Aryan Sharma, talking in much more easily accessible English language. Thanks, Aryan. Zara. Chanakya, no, Desi Chana, these are not imaginary facts. You can say these are hypotheses which are yet to be proven. Desi Chana's asking Aryan, these are just imaginary facts, Aryan, who did these calculations? Yeah, I'm surprised you've branched off into this area. With all due respect, Aryan, I'm surprised you've suddenly tonight branched off into this new area, which some of us find impossible to accept, especially the age of humanity on this planet, you know. Yeah, you have my blessings. Thanks, Anita. Namaste. Aryan says the scientific beliefs, dynamic in the scientific community, are not the only parameter of establishing the truth. There are other ways to establish the truth, as well as science. They're all a little bit up in the air, though, aren't they? Up in the air, don't you think, Aryan? A little bit up in the air. The ancient Hindus had flying machines and things like that, you know. Earlier life was considered possible only on Earth. but later we discovered tardigrades. Oh, look, my mind is wide open to alien forms of life on other planets. Arian, I can never believe that this huge universe, this huge creation was created with only one tiny planet having forms of life. I just could never believe that. Now it's getting interesting. Chanakya. Chanakya says a few decades ago, the idea that information could be stored in the cloud and accessed from anywhere sounded impossible. Today it's an everyday reality. Yeah, it is. Oh, Aryan, I was only just testing you. We had for a long time on this live stream a very knowledgeable person under the name of Zara or Zarathustra from Mumbai. He says he's an entrepreneur, businessman, but he left suddenly a few weeks ago here. He was attacked very nastily by a fellow viewer in an immature way. And I was just testing you, the Aryan, that maybe you've got some good knowledge also, Aryan. I was just testing you, maybe that you are Zara, returned to this live stream very recently under a different YouTube ID. Excuse me if I'm wrong, it's my mistake. I was just testing you, that's all. Chanakya says, in theoretical physics, I see the key word being theoretical physics. There is a saying, if you can imagine, then you can make it possible. Yeah, well, that's a very, very powerful statement, Chanakya. Visualization, yeah. Chanakya is also saying, just as cloud computing once sounded impossible, the Nataraja statue at CERN reminds us that Shiva's cosmic dance symbolizes the internal cycle of creation, preservation, and destruction. Yeah, that's very nice. A philosophical parallel to the ever-changing universe, not a scientific claim. This is all getting into heavy-duty discussion now. Heavy-duty discussion. Very interesting. Very interesting. Aryan Sharma continues very interestingly. The number that I gave of humans arriving on the planet at least 1 billion years ago, this number came to us through the traditions of Shruti, passing on oral by mouth knowledge from generation to generation, by mouth, not written. At the beginning of every yajna, havan, a sankalp path is recited in Sanskrit, which notes the exact date of Shrishti, time and place. My mind is open on these things that you say, Aryan. They're wide open. But you must understand the common person, for the average person with an average intelligence, these things seem unbelievably wildly out of touch or out of understanding, let's have a deep breath. Let's collect our thoughts, have a deep breath, and bring ourselves back to earth again, bring ourselves back down to earth. Yeah, that's right. everyday living, everyday living, everyday reality, surviving, eating, drinking, excreting, walking, sleeping, making money, surviving. Chanakya and Aryan are having very, very interesting discussion here. I can understand some of it, but because my main preoccupation is living day to day, my main preoccupation is living every day, surviving and meeting my basic needs, I don't much think about these very high philosophical subjects. I don't think much about them at all. Chanakya says, Aryan, USBs didn't exist in those times. The information was carried by the DNA alone. Excuse my acute ignorance, Chanakya, what is USB? Chanakya, what does USB mean? What's that? Aryan says, in Sri Lanka there are a lot of ancient rocks that need carbon dating evaluation. India still doesn't have a carbon dating machine. Plus there is a lack of political will and too much international pressure. Yeah, I can believe that. I can believe that. I can. Yes. Yes. There are certain institutions in the world, aren't there, Aryan? There are certain institutions which they don't want the common person, and I mean most of us are common average people. Most of us are common average people. Let's be honest, right? I certainly am. Some institutions don't want the average person to think too deeply on these subjects. Huh? Universal serial bus, I see. Oh, of course. I've seen this expression now on the internet, used in pen drives, charging cables, etc. Yeah. You two people keep going with this with this with these conversations, Chanakya and Aryan. I do understand some of what you're talking about. Once again, if anybody's learning English with me on these live streams, learning English from my talking and from the physical text and messages. If you have any problems with the English language, uh, please, please send us messages, okay? Send us messages to this live stream, any questions or difficulties with the English language, and I'll reply straight away, okay? And also, if you're learning English and if in your language, I'm talking about South Asia, if you're learning English and you use the Devanagari script, the Devanagari lipi, to write your language, I'm talking about an Indo-Aryan language, Hindi, Sanskrit, Nepali, Himalayan Pahadi languages like that. If you use Devanagari Lipi, please look on this on this channel, this same channel, Pahadi David's channel, and look at the video blog, scroll right down to the oldest ones, and you'll see my self-produced 16 English teaching videos. If you use Devanagari, and you will see I prepared those videos, they discuss the hardest problems in English in spelling and pronunciation. And I prepared those, talking, of course, in English, and what you read in front of you on the screen is called the Devanagari English system, where we write English words using the Devanagari, the highly perfect, the totally perfect Devanagari writing system. So it's called Devanagari English system, writing English words using Devanagari script, which is about 92% possible. Chanakya, this is getting interesting, man. Imagine this scenario, David. Imagine this scenario. Earth is about to be extinct in between 400 and 2,000 years. Chanakya, this is the extinction phase now has hit the Earth. As Earth faces extinction, Elon Musk, the semi-madman, embarks on a mission to a habitable planet millions of years away. He'll be dead by then, might he? The planet already shows signs of vegetation, making a new home. Daisy Chana says, Chanakya, you are scaring me. Yeah, well, Daisy Chana, hold on to your beliefs. Hold on to your own beliefs, Daisy Chana. They're very, very important to you. Your own beliefs, your own vision of the earth, your own vision of the earth and the universe are very important to you, Daisy Chana. They make you feel secure, don't they? Do they make you feel secure, your own beliefs, your own knowledge? Of course they do. But this is a different dimension, man, a different dimension. Hey, Daisy Chana, sit down, put your seatbelt on very tightly and attach your crash helmet. Got your oxygen tank ready? Chanakya, Elon sends us. Chanakya, you're talking here like I've never heard you talking before. I love it. I love it. Chanakya, Elon sends a small ark, a small vehicle, only 5 to 10,000 people, to a distant but green world in the imagination. With almost no resources from the home, they start from the beginning, building in phase steps. Wow, Daisy Chana. Now Chanakya, Daisy Chana also has a very highly developed thinking mind, Chanakya, and Daisy says, Elon Musk and Trump are making exit plans from the planet, but still they don't have any Iran exit plan. Well done, exit. Wow. Daisy Chana, namaste, dandawat pranam. Hey, Baba. Wow. Lakshya Araj. Namaste, Lakshya Araj. Aap kaise ho? Sab theek thak hai? Namaste, aap kaise ho? Swagatam. Nahi, main Hindustani nahi hoon. Main Hindustani nahi hoon. Mera apna kasam se. Thanks for coming, Lakshya Araj, to the live stream for the first time. Thanks for coming, Lakshya Raj. Uh, I call myself Pahadi David because in total, for long periods, coming and going, I've lived in the Himalayas half of my lifetime. So I call myself Pahadi David, Mountain David. But actually, Alakshya, my birthplace was England. Although my family, we left England, we left Britain when I was 11. We put Britain and its old colonial history, we put it well and truly behind us. And we made a new life for ourselves in Australia. And since I was 29, Lakshya Raj, I've been traveling uh, continuously from Sydney to the Himalayas. I lived many times in Nepal. I'm back in Nepal now, but I've spent more time in the Indian Himalaya, you know? Well, that's nice. Thanks, Lakshya Raj. You're saying it's the first time you've seen someone speaking Hindi who's from abroad and is white. Wow, that's very nice. Thank you. Thank you. That's nice. Thanks, Lakshya. You like the stream. It's a very gentle, peaceful, happy and loving, knowledge sharing live stream, Lakshya. We talk on all subjects, all subjects. Yeah. We even talk sometimes on the British colonial era. That raises a lot of heat. We also talk anytime you like on religion. Oof, oof, oh, Barbary Barb. And we also talk about the P word, the big P word, politics, for better or for worse, for better or for worse. Where's that bad smell coming from? We also talk about politics, Lakshya Raj, so feel free to discuss anything you like and join. And please, Lakshya, if you like, I ask people, Lakshya, this is still a small live stream, and the more time people stay on this live stream, the more it will help this live stream to grow more quickly. And also, Lakshya Raj, please tell your social circle, friends, relatives, neighbours, about this live stream, okay? It will make it more popular slowly. Thank you. Namaste. Shabash. Oh, Daisy Chana, not after a few days. I think after a couple of months, well, already, Daisy Chana, already now in the last month, I have already cut this live stream. I've cut it down by 40%. Remember before I was live streaming from 6 to 11:30 p.m., 12 p.m., 1 hour millet biscuit and coffee break? Yeah, I've already cut it by 40%. I think after another couple of months, I'll cut it down to just 1.5, 2 hours a night, but I want to continue. I do want to continue, yes. I see, Lakshya Raj. You live in India, but never visited the Himalayas. Yeah, I'm extremely lucky, extremely fortunate, Lakshya. But when I was a young man, I recognized the value of the Himalayas. Not the Himalayan cities, not the Himalayan towns. No, 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 no. The tiny little villages in the Himalayas, living with local, real village people. So Lakshya Araj says, you're also 200 kilometers away from the river Ganges, the Ganga, but you've never visited. Don't bother. The river Ganga today is not the river Ganga it used to be. With all due respect to the so-called Holy Ganga, Lakshya Raj, the river Ganga currently in 2026 is a very, very different river from how it was 1,000 years ago, 10,000 years ago. A very, very different story. That's interesting, Chanakya. Daisy Chana, have you got your seatbelt still fastened, your crash helmet on? Chanakya says, after a few 100,000 years, began as a tiny colony of 5 to 10,000 human beings, would no longer be just a foothold, but a very ancient civilization with its own deep history and generational memories. Yeah, that's interesting. Wow, 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 wow. Lakshya, Chanakya is talking about that one day this planet will become extinct, but in maybe 400 years or 2,000 years. And at that time in the future, the present, the present equivalent of Elon Musk will escape to planets with some forms of life from here to start a new colony on a different planet. Aryan Sharma is expressing something very, very clever. You see, some of us have been living minimalistic lifestyles for years. I have been living in a minimalistic lifestyle for years where I can exist on a minimum amount of money comfortably, don't waste any resources, I don't leave any huge ecological imprints on the earth. I'm not pig, greedy, corrupt. I am not pig, greedy, corrupt. I don't cheat. I don't rob. I know how to give to my neighbour, especially in the past. I don't do it now. I did some social work in the past. I know how to share. Aryan saying, if this comfort-based, industrially powered lifestyle continues, the environment will deteriorate. Well, it is already deteriorating, man. Eventually, people will have to live minimalistic lifestyles. Already, people are living minimalistic lifestyles, Aryan, already. Lakshya says, David, are you a disciple of Baba Neem Karoli? I'm a retired nurse, Lakshya, retired nurse, now a young 76, Nadam, Nadam Naram, Nadam Naram, my secret of success. No intoxicating, no tobacco, beedies, alcohol. Alcohol use, regular alcohol use is for weak characters. Regular alcohol use is for weak characters. Put it to one side. Lakshya, I know the name very well, Baba Neem Karoli. When I'm in India, I only live in Uttarakhand state, Lakshya Araj. I only live in Uttarakhand, either in Almora district or Bageshwar district. Um, I read something of the teachings of Neem Karoli Baba there many years ago, but I must say this, Lakshya, um, the original message of these great Babas, the original message of these great Babas, yogis, always lives, but quite often the institutions which they created become very, very corrupt. Often the institutions which these original Babas, yogis, Vivekananda, Jesus Christ, Muhammad, often the institutions in modern ages become very, very greedy and corrupt. But the message always remains pure. Abhishek Mishra, hi Abhishek. David, how do you make your money expenses your income source? Yeah, Just give me 5 minutes, Abhishek, and I'll give you a full, honest answer to that, okay? Just give me 4 or 5 minutes, Abhishek. And thanks, Abhishek Mishra, for coming back. Namaste to you. आप कैसे हो? सब ठीक ठाक है? शाबाश, अच्छा, 4-5 minute दीजिए, yeah? Yes, it is interesting, Daisy, isn't it? We may extend this live stream by another 10 or 15 minutes tonight. In the restaurant here, it's rocking and rolling. They're eating their dal bhat, and they're having some Nepali rakshi and some maybe pure imported alcohol, which hasn't been mixed with water. So they're rocking and rolling in the restaurant there. No need for me to go early tonight. Have you had your meal yet, Daisy? Look, Lakshya, I hope the noise isn't disturbing you. I'll talk a bit louder, yeah? No, Lakshya, I respect the Gangotri where previously you could drink the water pure from the Gangotri stream there, the source of the Ganges River. Not now. It's the last thing you do now. There may be pollution in there. Humanity has an incredible ability to pollute places where it lives. Humanity, incredible ability. I never visit these tourist places, Lakshya. They may be the holiest places on the planet. They may be the holiest places on the planet, but I just never visit them. Desi Chana. Daisy China. David, do you have rentals income from Australia? As I understand your question, no, I have no property in Australia. Daisy, I like to live very, very freely without attachments as much as possible. No, I don't have any sanpatti in Australia. No. Now, Daisy China says, the rich person is one who doesn't have any needs. You're 50% right, Daisy, in my experience. Have you had your meal yet? Rich person is one who doesn't have any needs. Yeah, you're probably 50% right, Daisy. Rich people don't have any needs. Or Abhishek, now you want to know about my source of income. I'll tell you exactly my source of income. I'm still financially independent. I'm still financially independent, Abhishek. I hope that answers all of your questions. Any more questions on the subject, you can ask me, I don't mind. Chanakya, David, use jari booty. Which type of jari booty? You mean like Shilajit, Ashwagandha, Yarsa Gumba? I take Shilajit every day since 1 year. I'm feeling a big energy boost since 1 year from taking Shilajit at 76 as a general tonic. Not a specific tonic, but as a general tonic, I take Shilajit every day with dairy. Chanakya, Lakshya. No, I never got married, Lakshya. I've always been an independent-minded person. Even when I was a young boy of 9 or 10, I recognized when I was 9 or 10 that the world had a huge population, and population control now is the number one need on the planet, Lakshya Raj. The number one need on the planet is population control. And the best way we can control the population is don't get married. Very simple. It's very simple. So I'm not yet married, and obviously I don't have any kids, wife, cats and dogs, cows and buffaloes, nothing like that. Lakshya, my financial condition, is it good or bad? I'm still financially independent, Lakshya. Not so good, not so bad. Yeah, Ashok, I'll answer the other questions. Thanks, Ashok, for coming back. Yeah. Oh, when I'm uploading the video, when I'm actually uploading the video, remember how I hold my phone. I'm still not 100% understanding, Ashok. Please help me. If the video isn't upside down, you're holding, well, it's never upside down in my knowledge. Um, I'm thinking when I'm uploading the final product, is the video vertical, is my phone vertical or is it horizontal? Is that important? When I'm uploading the phone, as I remember, it's I've got, like today's fresh uploading video there, then the other one's below it, below, blah, like that, vertical. Is that any help? Put a small sticker on the top of your phone so you won't upload upside down videos anymore. Yeah, I get it. So it's when I'm uploading it is the problem. I feel that when I'm making the video, listen, give me an answer on this, Ashok. When I'm making the video, I'm always holding it in the right way. I know. And I've got my hand on the left-hand side because on the right-hand side, you've got your on, off and volume buttons, right? So I'm always making the video in the right way. So when I'm uploading it, if you've got time, Ashok, on our Gmail email, please give me a little bit more information about that, would you? So when I'm uploading it, Janakya is saying this. Janakya, are we saving nature? Definitely not. Mostly we're not saving nature, we're destroying it. Or is nature saving us? The second question's more difficult to answer. Oh, you had some nice sabji dal, chapati and milk. You like a milk at night, don't you? Yeah, Daisy Chana, milk is full of natural tryptophan. Tryptophan helps us sleep. Tryptophan is present in all dairy products, that's right. Oh, look, Aryan Sharma. Listen to this, everybody. There are many temples, for example, the Ellora caves, and some famous ancient temple in South India, built from one huge rock, which are impossible to construct even with today's technology. I'm well aware of that, Aryan. Oh, yes. This is when you start to think, well, did some outside force help hundreds and thousands of years ago, more primitive humans on this planet, to build those constructions? Oh, yeah, my mind's wide open on that, Aryan. Wide open. If it's not wide open, how do we even begin to explain how those ancient monuments were constructed? You can't begin to explain. But if you introduce the possibility of alien civilizations from other planets, it becomes much clearer. Oh, yes. Aryan says, the destruction of buildings starts the moment it is completed. Likewise, civilization after reaching a peak starts to fall. Many times in history when humans were advanced and lived wildly too. Yeah, that's been proved. That's been proved. Yeah, Ashok, please some more information about holding the phone, especially for a start. Hold it vertically, which I usually do. Yeah, in fact, when I'm uploading a video, I always hold it vertically. It's still a mystery, Ashok, it's still a mystery. The fault may lie in my old phone. That's right, Chanakya. Um, there is a problem. You may call it a problem with Shilajit. It increases your libido. Yeah, I'm very aware of that. Experience speaks, yeah. You may, even for a single person without relationships, the problem of Shilajit increasing the libido may not be a problem. It may not be a problem, even for a single without relationship person. At least I know I'm still well and truly alive. You understand what I'm saying? The energy boosting general health benefits of Shilajit outweigh that, what you call a problem, Chanakya. Well, Daisy's saying, Chanakya, first and foremost, what is nature? Is it jungle, mountains, oceans, or something else? Well, yeah, I mean, Chanakya is going to answer that. I mean, to me, there is outside nature, everything which is outside us, creation, nature, outside of me. And there's the inner nature, my inner nature, the nature, the life, the creation which lives inside my soul. Am I oversimplifying it? This is very interesting tonight, Daisy. Very nice, Chanakya, Aryan. Well, Abhishek, I like your reply very, very much, Abhishek. I like your reply very much, Abhishek. Please listen to this, world. I had been a non-drinker, I had been a non-smoker, I had been a vegetarian, and even I had been a virgin. Wow. Abhishek, I will never get married. I will never get married, as I do not want to create pressure on this Mother Earth and nature. I'm also planning to save enough to retire early by to retire early, right, from my profession. Very well done, Abhishek. You don't like to waste too much, Abhishek? You don't like to waste too many resources? Are you basically a minimalist? You can live on a minimal amount, which makes you happy. Char panch roti pait pal. You're happy with that? And some veggies and dal, of course. Yeah. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. Everybody, please read Abhishek Mishra's message, okay? Chanakya says, nature refers to the natural world, all living and non-living things that exist without being created by humans. Hi, Rakshit. Thanks for coming tonight. And Rakshit, we're having a particularly interesting live stream tonight. Where I am here in the restaurant here, the fried rice restaurant. maybe closing a bit later tonight. So let's go another 15 minutes at least, okay? Until they tell me to leave, all right? Thanks, Rakshit. I just posted it. And Rakshit, you've noticed in recent days Ashok, Hakuna Matata, has been giving me some help. Of course, our friendship, our relationship, Rakshit, comes from before Ashoka's connection with me. I hope it's all right with you that he's sort of come into the picture. He's been helping me on technical matters recently. Are you happy with that? Are you free in your mind and heart about that? I'd like to know, because you had offered your help before, especially as a moderator, but now that's a closed subject. How do you feel about all that, Rakshit? Yes, Aryan, overpopulation is the hugest problem. Gargantuan problem. More than big, more than huge even. Oh, Chanakya, Ashok, turn off the screen rotation while uploading the video. Turn off the screen rotation while uploading the video. You can see I'm still a learner. It's only in recent days. I mean, I've been uploading. Well, no, I have only been uploading videos myself in very recent weeks, because my small team are just too busy to help me. They want me to be more independent, Chanakya. Okay, you can understand that. So, Chanakya, please tell me, how do I physically turn off the screen rotation while I'm uploading the video? How do I turn off the screen rotation while uploading? Is it in front of me, easy to access, or what? Chanakya says a beautiful message here. David, you live in the valley, and I, Chanakya, live in the matrix. There are a lot of distractions in the matrix. If you are distracted in the matrix, you'll become a pervert. Oof. A heavy duty statement, that one, Chanakya. I can believe it. Thanks, Abhishek. That's great. I think you're leaving now. Thanks, Abhishek Mishra. Yeah, no, you've been coming and going to our live stream for some time now. I remember your name. Abhishek says, yes, I earn. He says, Abhishek, I earn enough. I'm top of the chain in finance sector. I'm a chartered accountant by profession. I earn quite handsomely, but I had chosen to become minimalistic. That's excellent, Abhishek. Very nice. We have some common traits, common characteristics here. Beautiful, beautiful. You had chosen to become minimalistic. Great session. Thank you, Abhishek. Thank you. Thank you. Please come again, okay? Time most nights of the week, okay? Thank you. I love you. Wow, wow, wow. Ashok, did you just see Chanakya's message? David, when you're uploading your video, turn off the rotation. Did you see that, Ashok? Chanakya just said, David, turn off the screen rotation when you're uploading the video. Wow, 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 wow. Just excuse me 1 minute, yeah? यहाँ बहुत व्यस्ती था, व्यस्ती, busy. Are you having your food now? You eating now? Okay. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I will go in 10 minutes or 15 minutes. I will go. All right. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you. Good, good. Good, good. Ah. Ah. The owners are eating now. They said, David, please leave in 10 minutes. Good. Now, please, somebody tell me. Janaki, it's a very cheap 5-year-old Chinese Indian, Redmi NA, Redmi 9A. Aha, I see. Chanakya says open settings, display, auto rotate screen, turn it off. So it will be Ashok Chanakya, last question. Do I just do that before uploading videos? Just for uploading videos, do I go onto settings, display, auto rotate screen, turn it off? Or do I keep it turned off all the time? Just tell me that and I'll know everything, okay? Permanently turned off or just turn it off for a few minutes while I'm uploading? Abhishek, look, I must leave here very soon and I don't want to rush my question to you, my answer to you. What is the best learning from me in life outside this matrix, if you may, philosophy of life? Please come back. I'll be here tomorrow night if it's not raining hard and I can't reach the Wi-Fi zone. Please save it for the next time we meet, okay, Abhishek? And I wish it. Lovely to meet you again, and I like your mind and heart and soul very, very much. Wow, wow, wow. Settings, display, settings, display. Good, then I can remember that. Auto rotate. Good, 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 good. Yeah, just answer that last question, Chanakya. Wow, Ashok, I think Chanakya knows as much as you do on this whole subject. Hey? Ashok, yeah, I'm going in 5 minutes now, yeah? Ashok, David, please hold your phone horizontally. Yeah, I always record my videos horizontally. I need one more question, one more answer, Ashok or Chanakya. David, please hold your phone horizontally while making videos. Yeah, I'm most comfortable with that. When I'm uploading, Chanakya, Ashok, when I'm uploading the videos, do I hold the phone horizontally or vertically? Or maybe it doesn't make any difference if I've got the auto rotate turned off. Let me know. Let me know. All right then. All right then. Let's call it a night now. Please send your last. I see. Chanakya is saying, don't let the phone decide. I'm the owner of the phone. All right. I feel when uploading, it doesn't make any difference if I'm holding vertically or horizontally. Vertical, I see. Yeah, I'll do a test of it. Thanks, Ashok. Keep the phone horizontal while recording. Yeah, I'm most comfortable with that. And I feel you can get more into the picture when it's horizontal, you know. If you want to turn off auto rotate to avoid mistakes. Do a small test of your room. Yeah, excellent, excellent. Abhishek says, David, you can toggle down or the screen, that's direct shortcut to turn it off. Good, good, good. Auto rotate turned off is generally off by default. Well, that's what I wanted to know. That's right, Janaki, wide angle. I love my wide angle videos. To me, that's the natural way. But I know when you're making a Facebook reel or just a short video, that it's fashion, vertical. Yeah. All right then. Aryan Sharma says, just turn off auto rotate just before the live, then turn it back on. That's interesting. Live streaming, turn off the auto rotate just before the live, then turn it back on. Okay, Chanakya, ciao, ciao, not Jow, Jow. You're not saying Jai, no, you're saying ciao, ciao, which means hello and goodbye in Latin languages. That's right. Namaste to everybody. I love you all. And tonight was particularly interesting. Please, all of you, come back whenever you can, and you can share your knowledge and impressions and everything with many other people around the world, Namaste, namaste. I will go now. Our lovely owners here are just finishing their meal. And their TV is in this room. Their TV is in this room. They love to watch TV, especially daily evening serials, things like that. Thanks, Prime Back. Prime Back, I'm just having to leave now in about 20 seconds because the owners of this restaurant are coming in to watch TV right now. I must go right now, Prime Back, so I could only say hello to you just for a very short time. Niraj, you just heard my message. I must leave in about 25 seconds. Restaurant owners in this Wi-Fi zone are coming in to watch TV in about 23 seconds. So I must leave right away. Don't mind. And please, all you lovely people, come back whenever you can. I must go right now. Namaste to everybody. And thanks, Prime Back. You understand. Niraj also understands. Namaste. And not too much space above your head there, David. That's better. All right, namaste. And thanks for the technical advice today. I'm getting there. And one day I'll know even more about technology than you guys know. Yeah, it'll take me 7 lifetimes, but I will reach there one day. Good night, everybody. Thank you. Namaste, namaste. Thank you. Namaste. Wah, 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 wah. Lastly, Ashok, a cheapy 5-year-old Redmi 9A. Redmi 9A. Namaste. Thank you.